So, a couple of familiar faces on the other side this week. How do you try to block that out, or how do you approach that?
Yeah, I just block it out. I mean, I'm just gonna go out there and play the best of my ability and just execute on the opportunities that I get. And we got a big game coming up, so it'll be my first game with the rivalry, so it'll be fun. Yeah.
Is there anything like that? I know Oregon State is the Civil War, but is it FSU Miami? Like, have you asked these guys what this is going to be like?
Yeah, I've heard stories. I heard the tradition how it gets really crazy. FSU Miami. I never really had that because Oregon State's not really a rival. We always dominated them, but I mean. We expect to go out there and play the best of our ability, and they got great talent on the defensive side. And at the end of the day, these guys get paid a scholarship too, so they're gonna make plays, and we know that. And it's just about responding and executing. So.
You had familiarity with, spending time in Tampa growing up, kind of in between the two?
Wait, what were you saying?
The rivalry, was it something you had familiarity with, kind of spending time in?
Yeah. So, like, just growing up in Florida, like, I knew about the rivalry. Like, I know a little bit about it, but I'm learning a lot more as the week comes up. Coaches that even played before, Coach Dugans takes the rivalry serious, and he's talking about it and how we need to execute and make plays because he feels like he's going out there and playing, so it'll be fun.
Having lived in the Oregon area for a little bit, that Washington rivalry is probably a bigger one than Oregon State, right?
Yeah. The rivalry with Washington's a little bit bigger. I'd say Washington's still probably the loudest stadium I ever played in. It was I couldn't hear anything. Like it was really crazy. I think it was a sold out stadium, so it was crazy.
When you came here to Florida State, what sold you on coming back to coming to play over here?
There was a lot of things. At the end of the day, I saw Coach Norvell and what he was able to do with his playmakers, and seeing that resume that he has, you always want to be part of that resume and become one of his playmakers and stuff like that. That he looks towards too, and he gets guys in the NFL and stuff like that. So it's been great being here.
I'm sure you believed in Jordan. I'm sure you thought he was a good player. Did you know he could be this good? Like he's taking it to a really pretty high level.
Yeah, I was saying, I don't know if we could play back my media, but all my interviews I was hyping my guy up because I mean that's literally who he is. He's an incredible athlete. He can make plays. He can extend plays. He looks down the field, throws a good ball. I mean, there's a lot of things that he can do that it's all about. I feel like for him, growing as one of his good friends, all he needed was a coach to believe in him. And Coach Norvell has invested the full year in believing in him and giving him the opportunity and making him feel that he is a value of this offense and he trusts him. So and Jordan feels like Coach Norvell trusts him and Coach Atkins trusts him and Coach Tokarz trusts him. So he feels like he can go out there and play confident. And that's really all it is about as a player, a coach that can truly believe in you. So.
And Coach Atkins and Coach Norvell yesterday talked about how Jordan had kind of taken ownership of the offense. You see him on the sideline sometimes. He gets pretty animated. He doesn't seem like a really animated kid, but he gets animated. He was mad after one of those timeouts.
Yeah.
Is that just a quarterback getting more and more comfortable with being a leader and being able to take ownership of something?
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't know if we play back the tape, I don't know if he got highlighted, but once it was I'm not sure how it all went down because I was on the sideline, but I think there was a snap and then the ball was on the ground. The man ran 90 yards to hawk him down. So, I mean, he's just the ultimate competitor, and it's great to play for a guy like that because he wants to win as bad as I want to win. And so everything he takes is personal, and he loves the game. He works hard. He does everything that I could appreciate as a quarterback, as a receiver. So I just appreciate his game and appreciate his grit and how he wants to win football games.
Did you feel like you got in on that end around?
They needed to review that. You saw the line judge. He did LT a little dirty too.
Didn't
so
want to raise his arm.
yeah, no, he wasn't. I don't think he's an FSU fan. I think he's betting on Miami this week or something. But it is what it is. Refs aren't perfect. I'll just say that, and I'm not perfect either. So it is what it is.
But what do you guys need to do to be more effective in the goal line or in that area? Is that how big of an emphasis is that?
It's always an emphasis. Coach Norvell's always trying to think of creative ways to get people touches and get people in the end zone. And I had two touches that I felt like I should have gotten in the end zone and I should have made it more evident. And the opportunity will come again. And whenever it does, I just want to make sure it's very easy for the ref to give me the touchdown.
We had that spring practice where you bullied your way into the end zone a few times.
Yeah.
Like, are you asking for your number to be called down there in those situations?
I'm begging for my number to be called down there, but at the end of the day, it's all about the team and whatever's going to help this team win. And if Coach Atkins or Coach Norvell decides to game plan something for me, then it is what it is, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go in there and try to make the play for them and make the play for the team and help them win. But at the end of the day, they've seen me be able to put it in tough yardage and stuff like that. So them instilling that belief and calling it during game time is a huge testimony to, I guess, my work and what I've been doing.
You feel like have you and Trey talked at all this week going into this game? Have you and Trey talked at all this week?
Well, yeah. I mean, me and Trey talked about it. We were just like, yeah, Coach, we're playing against Coach Cristobal. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I wish him success with his school. And I'm sure he's trying to rebuild that program and everything that's going on down there. But they still have talent there. And me and Trey are just focused on executing what we have to do. And, obviously, we want to leave with a W. So it'll be nice to have that. Yeah.
You went to Miami from Oregon from at Miami, and growing up in Florida. Is there anyone on the sideline at Miami you kind of like talking to like before the week, like, hey, the friendly wagering things?
Well, I can't gamble, but I definitely. I mean, we got JoJo over there. We tried to get him at FSU, but he ended up going to Miami, and. Yeah, I mean, I just talked to him, but he's gone through injuries, so at that time you don't want to talk to nobody after you're going through all that stuff. So I haven't really talked any trash to him. But, yeah, everything – I don't really know any other players that go to Miami other than JoJo. And, yeah, all I know is Coach Cristobal. So, yeah.
Have you had a chance much to look at their defense, and what kind of things have you seen?
Yeah, they got some talented guys, some guys that they got good hips. They can be able to adjust and, if they get beat on a play, they can recover. They got recovery speed and stuff like that. So they've been talented. They got a big safety, I think, is coming back. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but yeah, something like that. He's pretty talented too. So just keeping your head on a swivel and just seeing what they're going to bring to the table and the coverages that they're going to bring, how they're going to align and stuff. Because not everything goes in the game plan. They can mix up something that they think could beat our offense, and then we got to readjust to everything. So, yeah.